What's up guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Luke, otherwise known as Chef, and we are Paragon Network. We are the UK's #1 reselling community and cook group. We help you secure shoes for retail, whether that's to resell them or for your own collection. We also specialize a lot in other things, other collectibles like Pokemon, technology items, and so on. So this year we're gonna be making a huge effort to upload as many YouTube videos as possible, talking about reselling, sneakers, upcoming releases, and everything to do with that world. Now, today we're gonna be talking about what is reselling at the moment and what you guys have maybe missed out on. So first up, a very obvious shoe. This is a Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low. This is the velvet brown colorway. There's been so many now, I forget. This is actually one of my favorite Travis 1 collaborations. There's something so super clean about this color. It's almost like the Phantom, but in my opinion, nicer. I wear more brown clothes than I do black, so it's a big win from me. So recently these released and everyone knew about that release, right? But what you may not have known about is that they restocked twice on Offspring. Now let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, because this was a way that me and our members were able to pick up pairs for retail way after the initial release and make some easy profit. So if I jump in here into our Discord group, you'll see that around 3 PM on this date, Offspring did shock drop this completely out of the blue. And this is the notification that you would have received on your phone and also on your desktop if you're on that. So this comes straight through to your phone. You simply click the notification and purchase. As you can see here, this is some of the members' success of the people that were able to purchase it. So without this information, you would have had no idea that this even dropped. I don't think many people knew that this restocked at all. This is the proof in the pudding that we managed to check out a bunch. I got 14 pairs of a Travis Scott for retail, which is mental to think about, and all from one notification inside of our group, which is crazy. Now, of course, you guys know about Travis Scott releases and you know that they resell. Recently, after this, we had the Field Jacks, which is the kind of Air Max Spiridon style Travis Scott release. We obviously grabbed a bunch of those as well. And whilst they're not making you £200 profit like this pair, they are able to make you around £30 profit. So here's an example as well inside of our group, again, of our Offspring monitor, best in the game. So you can see here the restock notification, and this is me sending it out to all the members. So like I said, you would have got this through to your phone or on your computer, and then you simply checked out. That's all the members' success. Don't need to say too much on that. Now, what's interesting about the reselling game and how it shifted over the past 6 months to a year is the style and type of shoes we're going for. So like I said, everyone knows about a Travis Scott, right? But do you guys know about these? These are the Adidas Samba OG. We've got the black pair and the white pair. They're being named a few different things, but I've just been calling them the leopard prints. Now, I do believe that this is leopard print and this is maybe cheetah. I'm not 100%. They both look the same to me. I've just been calling them the black pair and the white pair. So first up, the black pair. This has officially released. It's released at Adidas and a few other retailers. Now, this was really under the radar when it released, but as you can see here, this is me notifying our members in our Discord and telling them to buy them. Essentially, buy these, think later, worry about it later, because they're definitely going to be good. These are obviously reminiscent of the Wales Bonner Sambas, which we all know and love. Well, I don't know if you love the actual design or not, but we love the profit. This was actually recently, one of our members sold a pair for over £1,000 profit. For a pair of Sambas is mental. So that's kind of the thinking behind going for these shoes, right? I did actually make a TikTok. I spoke about these because the black pair, I purchased 105 pairs of them when they released. And at the time, there was no market for them. There were no sales on StockX. There were no sales on Laced, nothing. But I took the gamble because I trusted that this shoe was going to perform well. And then I ended up selling them for £140 per pair. They were £100 retail. So that's £40 profit per pair. I sold all 105 within, I think, 4 or 5 days of buying them. They were to a few different resale stores. This pair, in my opinion, is even nicer. So this pair hasn't technically released yet, but actually the other day we managed to pick up a load of pairs. So as you can see here, this is our 7-store restock monitor. So you would have been notified instantly that 7store dropped this pair, which is early technically because Adidas haven't released it yet. And there were over 300 pairs of these. Within a few minutes, we managed to purchase all of the stock, which is crazy to think. That's like over £30,000 worth of stock just obliterated. And yeah, these are selling now for around about £80 profit. The cost was £100. You're almost doubling your money on this little shoe here, where people were able to buy 10 of them or 20 of them in the same order. You're not having to worry about, you know, if you're trying to buy a Travis Scott, you're entering 50 different raffles, you're using 20 different addresses and all these different cards, etc. These, buy 20 of them in one order to one address, no dramas, do it on your phone manually, super, super easy. So that's why I love shoes like these two here. And as I said, £80 profit, £40 profit, you really cannot complain. Now this is the big boy. This is £2,000 profit in one item right here. I'm not even gonna get it out the box. I'll show you what it is. This is the NVIDIA RTX 5090 Founders Edition. That's a mouthful. So this is NVIDIA's latest big hyped graphics card. Now, we will all remember back in lockdown when we were reselling the 3090 graphics cards. Now we're onto the 5090 and the stock on those was so limited that they're now reselling for £2,000 profit. The retail is £2,000. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money, but when you're doubling it up and making £2,000 profit in one item, one sale, it's mental. So let me do a deep dive now and show you exactly how we helped our members secure these when no one else could get their hands on them. So this is the guide inside of our group. We obviously put out the information saying when they were dropping, how much the expected resale was. We always edge on the more cautious side when we're doing resale predictions, just because I don't want people to get caught up with an item that maybe doesn't perform as well as they thought it would. So that's why I only estimated around about £1,000 profit with a bare minimum of £500 profit. So you kind of knew, right, well, I'm gonna at the very least make £500. I'm going for this release. This is all the information we posted about Scan, and I'm gonna blur that out because frankly, it's very important and it helps our members secure multiples of these. So I'm not gonna share that. If you do wanna know that information, then obviously you can join our group and find it yourself. But down here is the nitty gritty. So again, I'm blurring out these links. This is exactly how we managed to secure these when no one else could. So I managed to find out the link that was redirecting from the NVIDIA website to the Scan website. That's a mouthful, right? But NVIDIA do not actually sell graphics cards on their own website. They don't have a payment processor and a fulfillment center. They sell them through a verified retailer. And in each country, this is a different retailer. So in the UK, it's called Scan. In Germany, I believe it's ProShop. France is LDLC. There's a load of different ones. You guys are from the UK, so you need to know about the UK retailer, which is Scan. So they released them. There was a lot of misinformation going around about this release. Scan themselves said they weren't releasing the Founders Edition, which is the super hyped one that we purchased. They kind of said that last time and we knew that they were going to release it. It's a weird one, but you need the right information, right? So we made sure that our members knew exactly what was going to go down. So we gave them this link which redirected to Scan, which they were then able to add to basket and check out. Whilst most people were sat on the NVIDIA website refreshing and it would just say out of stock or coming soon. So we were able to get that link and people were able to purchase it. We had the 5080, which is around about £600 profit. And obviously the big 5090 that I also purchased, which is £2,000 profit. It's crazy to think you can make £2,000 profit off one item and then people will try to tell you reselling's dead. The proof is in the pudding. That's 3 of my favorite releases as of recent. We also had a few things literally just in the past couple of days, so I'll run over them quickly. We had the Nike SB What the Pools restock on Route 1. Now, this was a raffle for VIP customers, but with a few little tips and tricks, our members were able to enter that anyway. So we notified them, as you can see here. We gave them the password to enter, and then we also gave them the entry count throughout the release a couple of times so they could see what sizes people were entering in, so then they can enter in another size that's maybe got a lot less entries and therefore a higher chance of winning pairs. So as you can see here, this is all of the success that the members received from this release. And as far as I know, I did not see many other people grabbing these at all. So this guy here even managed to get 6 pairs using our tips, tricks and guidance. So like I said, the proof is in the pudding. Those are roughly £200 plus profit. I don't even know, because that's a shoe that released yonks ago. One of my favorite SBs of recent years as well. Another big release at the moment, of course, is Pokemon. We have a whole Pokemon section inside of our Discord. We did the pre-order for the Pokemon Center exclusive Prismatic Evolution ETBs. That's another mouthful, I'm aware, but this box right here of Pokemon makes you £150 profit, and the buy-in was only £50. That's pretty crazy, right? We pre-ordered those completely risk-free way back in November. So all of the members that were with us back then in November ordered these. You don't even pay up front, you only pay when they get delivered. So it's literally risk-free. They're now making £150 profit per box. They also released the normal version of this, which we have fully fledged Pokemon restock monitors, completely custom with our in-house developer. And we're monitoring all the websites for restocks on these, and people are picking up 10, 20 in one order, as you can see from this. And then they flip those in a bundle, and the rough profit on those per item is about £20 to £30. So that's the normal version. The Pokemon Center version has been and gone. Of course, there is expected to be further restocks down the line, but judging by the hype and the craziness behind this Prismatic Evolutions drop, even the restocks are going to be next to impossible to purchase. So if you do want help purchasing and going for any items that I've spoken about, we guide you and hold your hand through the whole process. We are super active, notifying you all day long of profitable items to buy. Let's talk briefly about what's coming up. The main target for me is basically all of these things restocking. So this pair right here, as I mentioned, has not currently dropped properly. The only release was the 7-store early drop, which we informed our members about. These are going to be dropping at other retailers, including... And I'm not going to tell you any other websites. You can find out in the group, or just miss out on the release. I'm going to be trying to grab as many pairs of these as possible, and I know our members are too. We should then also have frequent restocks of the NVIDIA graphics cards, and each time we are going to buy all of them, and hopefully that profit stays healthy. It's going to be a while before the supply catches up with the demand on those. Then of course, Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions restock. Every single time you buy one of those, you're making 20 quid profit. So I'm buying those all day long. In terms of actual scheduled releases that I've not spoken about, super looking forward to the Jordan 1 High 85 breads. They are not as limited as Nike are making out. The fact that Nike are making out they're super limited really helps us as resellers, to be honest, because the consumers think they have no chance and they just happy to pay resale. So the prices on those are looking great, and they are going to be releasing at End, Offspring, Foot Patrol and Size. I believe Foot Patrol have shared some of their pairs with Size, since they're both owned by JD Group, and also BSTN. That's the confirmed stockist for the UK. Obviously S&S has sadly gone into administration, so they likely won't be getting those. There are also 5,000 pairs loaded on Nike Sneakers Europe, which isn't actually that low. That's kind of the normal stock numbers we see for a Nike SB release, for example. So if you get a few accounts entered into the sneakers draw, you should be able to grab a pair. But yeah, these are going to be a tough release, but Reseller is going to be good because people are already kind of scaremongering regarding the stock numbers, so that does really help us. This Friday we also have Palace's first spring drop, and then the following week we should hopefully have Supremes, or at least we'll get the preview. Supreme and Palace over the past couple of years have made us some serious money, and it's quite a niche knowledge to know what's going to perform well each week. It's normally the more low-key items that do well. So inside of our group, we have a big focus on Palace and Supreme every week. So I'm very much looking forward to the upcoming season and making some easy money every single week on those drops. Now, if you're wanting advice and guidance on everything I've spoken about, then be sure to click the link in the bio and join our Discord. We are currently operating on a wait list just to avoid too many people joining at once. So if you are interested in joining, then be sure to sign up to the wait list. You can always cancel off the wait list if you don't want to join anymore, etc. But I promise you, you will make some serious money if you join this year. 2025 is about to be an amazing year for reselling, and I wish you all the best. See you in the next video.